MetalDevastationRadio.com. Coming up next, should be getting a call here any second from my brothers in fucking Pontifex, man. Fucking, they got some fucking big news coming up for you motherfuckers, man. Fucking, the new track, which I played earlier, I'll play it again, man. It's fucking bad fucking ass, dude. Fucking looking forward to hearing more shit from them, man, for sure, man. A full album release will definitely be cool to hear, man. Hang on one second. I think we got them here on the fucking, on the shit.
Fucking big news coming up for you motherfuckers.
Oh shit, I can hear myself. Who the fuck is this? Hello?
Yo.
Hey, what's going on, man? You're on the Zach Moonshine Show. Who the fuck is this?
This is Caleb, Pontifex.
Caleb, what the fuck is going on, brother?
Not much, man. Just enjoying the good music on Metal Devastation Radio.
Hell yeah, dude. All right,
What's
man.
Up, man?
Were you? Is it just?
Daniel, can you hear me? We're on a conference call with Caleb.
Yeah, I can hear you.
What's up, man? How are you today?
I was just about to ask: is this just Caleb, or is it Kaleb and Haniel?
Yeah, both of us. It's both of us.
Right on, man. All right. Well, so fucking, how you guys doing, man? What's going on in the world of Pontifex?
Pontifex is in the middle of pre-production. We're gearing up for the following motions of our full-length album, our debut album. We have just finished recording the guitars for the fifth time, but it's going to be a relatively easy process. We've put in a good deal of practice at this point.
For the fifth time?
Well, back when I started recording this 2 years ago when I was like 16, I didn't have the best opportunities. So as I've been getting the better gear and opportunities, I've re-recorded the material to make sure we get better ideas, and I think I finally found the sound I want to use to get my vision across for this CD.
Fuck yeah, man. Well, the new track that we played earlier, dude, sounds fucking killer, man. I gotta tell you.
I'm glad you like it. That's been kind of an experimental song for us. That I went out of my usual comfort zone of black metal and tried to incorporate more death metal influences and some clean guitar, which I don't usually do. I like a nice distorted tone, but the clean section at the end, I think it really brings out an emphasis to the emotional content of the song itself.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was also the first song where we kind of thought to start adding some lead guitar.
Yeah, if you notice with Haniel's solo, there's about 1 million notes in there, and that's about the first time we actually ever had a guitar solo for Pontifex.
Yeah, and I noticed listening to that song immediately towards the end, I could definitely tell that was Haniel fucking in with you on that. Like, it's unmistakable. And that's cool, man, for you, Haniel, too, because you've definitely created, like, I don't know, you have your own fucking sound, you know what I mean?
Well, Zach, you don't know how much I appreciate that, and you are 100% wrong, because I went and ripped off Paul Gilbert like crazy on that song, dude.
Paul Gilbert?
There's like 3 books in there that are just blatant rip-offs of something off of Racer X in the 80s, man, but I really appreciate that, dude, because, I practiced my ass off with this, and when someone says, hey, man, you have an original sound, and I'm like, man, I just hope to God you don't listen to any Paul Gilbert.
Well, I also thought I heard some horns or something like that in there, too.
Some what?
Some horns or something like that. It sounded like something like that was going on.
Oh, Adam, the bass player, he and Caleb worked together to compose, like symphonic synthesizer type stuff. So we do have some symphony type sounds in there, and there's going to be a lot more of that on the album. It's going to be a really, really symphonic kind of style that incorporates a lot of these different other elements that we're kind of incorporating.
Yeah, that's actually what I meant. Like it had like that fucking. I felt that Marker Dawn vibe there towards the end for sure.
Well, I guess you are right. I mean, my relentless copying of Paul Gilbert kind of just follows me everywhere I go. Yeah, like that. Definitely, that solo over there was kind of like an allusion to that, and the vocals. My vocals with Pontifex. When you guys hear the album, I'm really, really, really proud of the vocals with this, because I feel like I have a lot more space to work with, whereas with Markradon, there's a lot of words and usually a lot of lyrics. Where with this, I'm able to kind of space things out a little bit more. And when you hear some of the songs off the album, you'll know what I'm talking about. Where it's pretty obvious that I feel pretty comfortable with the role of doing the vocals with this, especially since I'm not. Caleb isn't confining me to a particular type of style, and he's just like, whatever comes out, just let it rip. And with the song that you guys played tonight, I think it's cool because we were doing the vocals over the clean channel guitars at the end, and it kind of had almost like a little bit of a Burzum vibe to it. And so there's a little bit of everything kind of going on in this, and especially with some of the new personnel we got on board, I think it's pretty exciting with kind of like almost like the cross genreism that we're kind of experimenting here with Caleb's vision.
Very cool, man. Now, as far as Pontifex, like how did it get started? How did you guys come up with this?
Well, I'll let Caleb answer that one because he's been around since the very beginning.
Pontifex, I got bored with classical music. Playing flute and playing Mozart, it gets awful terrible real quick. So, with my passion for black metal, I really decided why not just go write some of my own music. That was back when I was like 16. So, Pontifex is 2 years old at this point. And it's progressed from me alone as a solo project into what it is now. We're working with Mike Smith and many other people who have established names across the genre.
That leads me into another question I was obviously definitely going to ask you, man. Suffocation, dude. How'd you guys... Mike Smith, man, how did you guys come up with that, man? Like, how did that happen? Tell us about that.
Mike's a buddy of mine, and I kind of grew up with a lot of the guys from Suffocation. So when I was looking for someone to kind of lock into and just kind of talk some metal with and talk some drums with. Chris Pervelis from Internal Bleeding, who's another good friend of mine. I grew up with him too, and Frank Rini from Internal Bleeding. So all the Long Island death metal guys, I knew them all pretty well. And some guys going back to when I was a freshman in high school. And Chris is like, why don't you go ahead and give Mike a call and see, maybe you guys can go and do something. So I got in touch with Mike, and and we just hit it off great. And we both came from virtually the same areas and kind of grew up with a lot of the same people. And so after a little while, we were talking, and there was an incident between the previous drummer and the rest of us, where we just had some disagreements across the board with as far as what to do with the future of the band, how we should be marketing it, how we should be producing it, and basically, everything about how we should approach this from a professional level. And Caleb is just basically like, screw this. Enough is enough. We got to go and we got to take a plunge. So we kind of got rid of that guy, and I got on the phone with Mike, and I said, "Hey, man, are you interested in playing the black metal project?" I was like, "Fuck yeah, let's do it." So we, he's up in New York, and we're down in Florida, so it's pretty much just a recording thing to the album, because the logistics of, being in the same place and gigging and everything, and he's got a family out there, a job, and I'm down here, and I'm running a couple of businesses and now with the record label. And Kaleb is going to just transfer to University of Central Florida. So we all kind of have our own thing going on. But Mike is like, "Yeah, man, I'm definitely in. Let's go ahead and let's do some fucking death metal drums and black metal." And I'm like, "You know something, dude? This is going to be great." And we've already started going through the material with him, and he's kind of scheduled to start working on this stuff in June and July, because there's a couple of other things he's got to wrap up. It was great. He liked the material, and we hit it off really great with this. It's been wonderful. I mean, I talk to him almost every day, and he's real excited about this. And it's great too, because we've got kind of a merging of the old school death metal guys like me and Mike. Like, Mike obviously has been, far more successful than I have, but I've been around in the scene for 27 years now. And, I've been able to go and get out there with Microdon, even though it's a little bit more bizarre. But we have some, the old guard meeting the new guard and kind of passing the torch to guys like Kaleb and Adam, where we're you know what I mean? Just kind of here you go, man. Go for it and run with it. So I think it's really awesome to go and have the young guys, the new guys that are hungry, that are ready to go out there and do something great, and learn from and working with the guys who have had a little bit of experience with this and kind of lived this for the past 25 or 30 years. So I think that's a great thing, because having someone like Mike on board is not just someone who's going to be doing absolutely insane drum playing and just really just play perfect stuff to the songs and incorporate his own style, but it gives us an opportunity to work with someone or a couple of guys who are young, who are hungry, who want to, who want to spend the next 30 years of their life and make this a big part of their life. And once you get this in your blood, you can't get it out. It's like a fucking infection, It's once you get this whole thing with death metal, with black metal, whatever it is that you have going on in the underground, whatever your metal family is, you can't get it out of your blood. And once it's there permanently. And it's a great opportunity for us to kind of pass the torch over to guys like Kaleb, who, there are very, very few musicians I've worked with in my career that are as dedicated and hardworking as this dude. And, and none of this would happen with Mike if there wasn't the vetting that the guys that we were going to be working with this were not hardworking. If we were just kind of jerking around over here, he wouldn't want to do this, and I wouldn't want to do it either. But the work ethic has been incredible, and that's one of the reasons why we had to get rid of that other drummer, because it just wasn't there. The same sort of, the heart wasn't in it, even though the person was there, his heart was someplace else. And working with someone like Mike, his heart's going to be 110% into this, and it's going to be something really, really new to see kind of the merging between classic old school death metal with this more symphonic and more polished sort of black metal vibe that we're working on. So I'm pretty excited about this myself, to be honest with you.
Fuck yeah, man. Well, Mike's fucking badass, dude. Now, is he playing on that new song that I played earlier?
Actually, he isn't, because we're not going to be doing. Well, Mike is not going to be working on the material until June, and that was actually a tracking session that Tim, the drummer from Microdon, he actually recorded the drums to that song, and I got to give him a lot of credit. He did that in 2 takes, and he heard it, played it once, okay, play it again, and boom, he nailed it. And it was a really great experience. So we actually recorded that And we were going to, it was just something that was going to be kind of like a demo recording. And then we got the other drummer in the band that didn't work out. And then we were listening to the takes from the previous drummer and the takes that Tim did. And we're like, dude, Tim did this in 2 takes. This other guy couldn't pull this off in 6 months. Shucks, man, let's release Tim on it. And Tim nailed it, man. Like, everything was great. And, Tim did a huge, huge favor for us. He's an awesome drummer. He's an awesome guy. And I swear, man, he heard the song, played it once. He's like, I want to change one thing. Goes back and does it again and fucking nails it. So, that's the great part about working with all these amazing musicians, is that it gives us an opportunity to get things done and to get it done correctly, instead of have people that are, more interested in, like, fucking partying or getting shit-faced or whatever the fuck they do nowadays. We got guys that are on board, and Mike Smith is a true professional. Like, he takes care of his family, he takes care of himself, he takes care of his job and music, and there's no other bullshit around that. He's all about business, getting it done, supporting people, teaching them. A lot of people don't know this, but Mike Smith is the kind of guy that if you call up and say, hey, man, I need some advice about something, I don't know how to do this particular thing, or I don't know what the right decision is, and he will actually sit down and talk to you about it, and he'll say, this is my experience, this is what I did, and this is what I think you should do, and this is how you do it. There are a lot of people that have the sort of experience and the sort of pedigree that this dude has, and they just don't give a shit. Mike really does, and it's been an amazing learning experience for me, and it's been a great learning experience for Pontifex as a band, because we got professional musicians around, and even Tim handles himself like a total professional, even though, like, he's the most modest guy in the world. He came in there, he nailed it for us, did a great job, and, like, I cannot be more proud of everybody that's involved in this project right now. And we've also got the former drummer from Quo Vadis, Jan Bercier. He's going to be doing the mixing for the album. So we've got some really, really, really awesome people involved that are just totally on board with making this happen.
That's really cool, man. Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. All right, man. Well, the name itself, Pontifex. How did you come up with that, and what's the story behind that?
Pontifex, back when I first started it, I originally named the band High Priest. And being 16, I thought, oh yeah, that's the coolest thing ever. But then I realized as I kept writing all the music that the name was kind of lame. So I was like, what's really black metal? Change to Latin. So that's what I did. I just translated the name High Priest into Latin. And that's where the name Pontifex comes from.
So that means High Priest in Latin?
Yes.
Very cool, man. Very cool. Now, as far as your musical... Hello? Hello? Uh-oh, what happened? I think we lost him, man. What the fuck? Shit. I didn't touch nothing, I swear. What the fuck? They're in the chat room right now. I think we lost Zach. Yeah, guys, you lost me, man. But I'm here. Call me back, motherfuckers. Live on the motherfucking Zach Moonshine Show with Metal Devastation Radio. All right, here we go. Hang on 1 second. All right, you guys on?
Hey.
Hey, I don't know what the fuck happened, man.
Don't know what happened there.
That was crazy, man. It just fucking ended.
Yeah.
Fucking piece of shit smartphones.
Yeah, exactly. Damn touchscreens.
But what were we talking about?
We were talking about, I believe, last thing that was spoken was about the dynamic between Haniel and I with the concept of the songs.
Okay. As far as your musical influences, what would you say fucking what got you started in music? Like,
well, I guess My first real influence for music would be the first Metallica album. Back when I was like 5 or 6, I got that Kilomole on CD. That album really opened my eyes to a lot of different music than what I was used to.
Yeah, fuck yeah, man. What's your favorite track on Kilomole?
I think my favorite track would be Hit the Lights.
Hit the Lights? Hell yeah, dude. I think my favorite is Phantom Lord, man. I love that fucking scream that he does at the end of it.
There's not really a bad song on that entire album.
No, it's perfect, man. From front to fucking back, dude. Classic.
Yeah, man. Just got a first press copy of that on vinyl.
Hell yeah. Is Haniel on here too?
She should be on here. Let me make sure.
Haniel, you there? I don't think he is.
He's not answering anything. Great.
All right. Well, as far as lyrical themes for Pontifex, what can you tell people out there that don't know, like, what you guys are talking about? Like, what are these songs about and stuff?
All right. The songs for Pontifex are sort of following the storyline. The album progresses with the idea of this traveler who gets lost into a forest and then dragged down to hell. The themes of the lyrics deal a lot with human emotion and loss.
Fuck yeah. Black fucking metal, man. As far as black metal is concerned, what's some of your favorite black metal bands?
Well, my all-time favorite black metal band will always be Burzum. They're the first band I ever heard of black metal. Them and Immortal.
Hell yeah. Dude, Burzum's a fucking cool fucking dude, man. Have you watched his videos that he posts on fucking YouTube and shit?
Yeah, man, he's a really intelligent guy.
Where he does his little interviews surprising. And shit?
Yeah, he's really an interesting person, despite all the negative things surrounding him.
Yeah, me and my wife were watching some of his videos, I don't know, a few weeks ago just on YouTube, and we were just fucking, I was cracking up, man, because I was telling her the stories behind, you know, their history and everything, and she's like, oh, he seems like such a nice guy. And I'm like, yeah, I think he's all right, man.
Yeah, he's a interesting character for sure, man.
Hell yeah. Well, as far as Kaleb, as far as your local scene there, what can you tell people about the metal scene from where you're at?
Well, it's a little bit complicated. I live down 3 hours away from where Pontifex practices. However, in Orlando, where we are usually based out of, the scene isn't terrible. There's a few good death metal bands in the area. Down in West Palm Beach, we have a great black metal band, Luciferian Sectus.
Mm-hmm.
Darren in that band is a great guy, and he releases some of the best black metal coming out of Florida.
Yeah, he's a cool motherfucker, man. He comes around here a lot, too. I didn't know you guys knew each other.
Yeah, we met actually on Metal Devastation.
Fuck yeah, man. That's cool, man. Right on. Well, as far as the connection with Blunt Face Records, man, how did that come about?
Well, after Haniel and I had been working on the music, he had thought of bringing up the idea to the original owner of the label of signing Pontifex. However, once he took over as CEO, he was able to sign us himself.
That's pretty cool, man. Yeah, I was gonna ask him about that too, but he's not on here anymore, so I don't know. Yeah, I was going to ask him about how did that come about, too, but, shit.
Yeah, technology.
Well, one of the things that I like to ask everybody, and I'll ask you too, man, what is one of the craziest fucking things that you've seen so far as a musician at a live show, anything? Like, what's something that really sticks out in your mind that's fucked up?
One time I was playing a show with a symphony, and this cellist snapped her bow in half in the middle of a performance. And it sounded god-awful. You could hear the wood and the horsehair lose its tension and snap across the strings. And that's probably the most exciting thing I've ever seen at a show.
Hell yeah, man. Well, moving into the future, what kind of plans do you guys have moving forward?
Well, our first plan would be to finish the CD finally. Then ahead of that, just retool for a live band. We have to find a new drummer again for live purposes. So it'll be a little bit of a downtime for Pontifex as a live band. However, we'll still be out there promoting the CD. We just won't be able to play any shows until we get ourselves a new drummer and train him.
Yeah. Well, we definitely look forward to hearing more from you guys, man. Look forward to hearing the full album for sure, man. Any idea on, like, is there any kind of date that you guys have set yet, or?
It'll be late 2017.
Very cool, man. Well, we will stay tuned for that shit, man, for sure, man. And, you know, when it comes out, fucking send it our way, dude, and we will fucking promote the fucking living shit out of it.
Thanks a lot, man. I really appreciate it.
Hell yeah, dude. All right, well, Kaleb, I guess I'm about out of questions for you, man. Is there anything else you want to let the people out there know?
Off the top of my head, I can't think of anything besides check out Blunt Face Records. And if there are any black metal bands out there looking for a label, send me a message on Facebook or through Blunt Face Records. I'm working as an A&R rep there, and I'm looking to sign new bands.
Fuck yeah, dude. Hell yeah, man. Well, hell, as a matter of fact, then fucking check out the fucking band submissions section of Metal Devastation Radio, man. You guys might find some shit on there, too, that you might be interested in as well, man.
All right, man. I'll go through it.
Fuck yeah, dude. Well, thanks a lot for taking the time to talk to us, Kaleb. Before I let you go, I got to get you to make a station tag, cool?
Yeah, of course.
All right, brother. Whenever you're ready, say something like, "This is Kaleb from Pontifex, and you are listening to Metal Devastation Radio."
This is Kaleb of Pontifex, and you're listening to Metal Devastation Radio.
Fuck yeah, dude. All right, man. Well, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to blast some more fucking Pontifex and fucking kill these motherfuckers, all right?
Thanks a lot, man.
All right, dude. Take it easy, Kaleb. We'll talk to you later.
See ya.
All right, man. There you have it, folks. Fucking Pontifex live on the motherfucking Zach Moonshine Show with Metal Devastation fucking Radio. As I always say, and I'll say it again, man, put your speakers in your fucking windows. Put them in your front lawns, wherever you can, man. If you're driving down the road right now listening to this, roll down your fucking windows and crank it the fuck up. Make people around you feel extremely fucking scared, man. And this will probably scare them too, man. This is Pontifex, a double shot. Crank it the fuck up.